rehearsed for a week just to see what people's instincts are with the scenes. And I'd be videotaping it, or someone else would be videotaping it, and Jim and Matthew would just like kind of be coming up with ideas as we went along.
You leave? Yeah, right.
I made it for you, Stephen. No, Stephen, no.
Out now.
Oh, God.
It was very interesting because I had to sort of learn how this was going to work. You know, what's it like working with somebody who comes up with 15 ideas, going through one scene.
Slam.
Okay!
Slam, then you stand there for a moment. You never let it alone until it's, until somebody checks the gate, basically you're thinking.
Mash! Oh! Jesus! Like that. This fire's breaking the ricks.
Right. You never know when that idea is going to come. You just never know.
Glass rains down. I got the move.
I love this game.
Don't look. Don't look.
That was weird, sorry.
My co-star there, Matthew. Yeah, it's, he's a nightmare. What can I say? Ever since the Tony. Jeez. Just ramming it down my throat all the time. No, Jim, from the diaphragm.
Out. Scramby out. And no, I'll fix this, Stephen. Now I can fix it. I can make it cool again. Out. I'll make it better.
Broadway. He just pronounces the last syllable when he talks about, Broadway. It's very affected.
Janine, could you step out for a sec? So, Jim, can you guys sit a little bit further apart?
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Yeah. I was very excited to be doing a Jim Carrey movie. I had no idea. I just knew it was called The Cable Guy and that Jim was getting a lot of money.
I think that Matthew he has a great persona, and he has an incredible, dryness about his humor.
By the way, you might want to put on a bathing suit, because you'll be channel surfing in no time.
It's not just a straight man. He's carrying the movie, really. He's the guy you're following along the whole movie.
I think it's some of the best work he's done. He's really, really in it. He's really good.
I wanted to try it, man.
The cable guy cuts his cable off.
Damn it.
And the only way he'll turn his cable back on is if he goes and has dinner with him.
This is where the cable guy takes Matthew out when he wants to impress him.
Where are we going?
Only the finest restaurant in town.
Jim said, no, we should do Medieval Times if we're going to do that. And we said, Medieval Times? And he goes, Medieval Times.
Open sesame.
Medieval Times?
So we took a little road trip down to Orange County and had a night of feasting and jousting, the likes of which ye will never forget.
Medieval Times, I can't believe we scored so well. I can't believe somebody hasn't gone into this place and made it a set piece for a comedy movie. Honest to God, I mean, more so than I ever thought about. They really do an incredible show, and these guys are great horsemen. They do a wonderful night of entertainment. It's bizarre. It's like from another planet.
Welcome to Medieval Times. I'm your serving wench, Melinda. Might I fetch you something from the barkeep?
Throughout the entire film, we have tried to put in every single person that we think is funny. So, of course, the entire cast of The Ben Stiller Show makes an appearance. Janine Garofalo as the snotty waitress.
Can I get a knife and fork?
There were no utensils in Medieval Times, hence there are no utensils at Medieval Times. Would you like a refill on that Pepsi?
There were no utensils, but there was Pepsi?
Dude, I got a lot of tables.
Andy Dick as your elegant host.
This is Medieval Times!
Andy Dick is just a great comic actor. Anything he does is funny.
I think Andy's a real tribute to the persistence of a young actor in Hollywood. It just shows you keep pestering the right people and you get to put a funny wig on and Goofy. Ooh, Goofy Man. Just kidding. It's great stuff, and you know, it's good to have a little comic relief in the film because, you know, Jim Carrey isn't funny enough. We got to have some other crazy guy in a wig doing a little dance.
They did me like a big favor by coming in and just doing these funny little cameos.
B-Mark!
We have reached the climax of our competition, good people. And now 2 noblemen from our audience will battle to the death. Will a master, Stephen M. Kovacs, and a Lord Chip Douglas make your way to the fighting pit?
It appears we're going to do battle, Stephen.
Is this a normal part of the show?
No, but I give all the knights free cable.
The sword fight, they dress them up in the armor.
Safe sex.
And Matt's kind of like, just take it easy, take it easy.
What are we supposed to do? I mean, we have to be careful that we don't hurt each other, right?
I cannot listen to any of your instructions, for you are my sworn enemy.
And Jim's taking it really seriously.
That was a nice move.
Oh my God, I've become mythic!
We rehearsed for a couple of days, pretty heavy rehearsals.
Yeah, I sword fight. Yeah, I trained.
Come back here! Coward!
Jim had an enormous amount of ideas about the fight that you can cut to now.
You know, on his shield. Did you get that? Here we go! That's what I have to deal with every day.
Jim is so wild, you can't double him.
Hey, Mr. Knight in shining armor, why don't you take a poke at me, huh?
So he's just gonna have to do most of it himself.
Then the cable guy recalls an old Star Trek episode where Spock had to fight Kirk to the death.
The name is Spock. If we don't battle to the death, they will kill us.
It was actually the Amok Time episode of Star Trek.
Dr. Kirk and Spock were forced to do battle.
And they had these battle axe things, a blade on one end and then this battering ram on the other end. So we had these things made up exactly like the ones on Star Trek, and Jim like calls for them and they throw them, and the Star Trek music comes on and Jim's character starts doing the Star Trek music.
Best friends forced to do battle.
And then the actual Star Trek music comes in and he starts singing the music. We kind of recreated that whole fight from this obscure Star Trek episode. 16 Trekkies will know and go, oh my God, yes!
Goodbye, Jim.
We're just getting started.